A woman named Luo Jai is a well-known lawyer, famous for winning case after case. One day, after helping a client named Mr. Zhao win his case, she is invited to dinner as a thank you. While they are talking, Zhao cannot help wondering how someone as smart and beautiful as Luo Ji is still single. That simple question immediately brings back memories from a past she has tried very hard to forget. When Luo Ji gets home that night and turns on the television, she happens to see a news report about the recent death of a famous artist. To honor the artist's life and work, an art gallery is holding a special exhibition. As Luo Ji watches the report, she notices several pieces connected to her own past, and the sight of them leaves her stunned. Because of that, she decides to visit the gallery the very next day. Once she arrives, Luo Ji walks around the exhibition and looks at the personal belongings that fans of the artist have also placed on display. Then, out of nowhere, she spots something she never expected to see again: her long-lost diary. She immediately wants to take it back, but a gallery staff member stops her and explains that displayed items can only be returned with permission from the person who submitted them. So, Luo Ji has no choice but to wait while the gallery contacts the sender. This moment brings back the story she has been trying to forget. This is My Blue Summer. The story then flashes back to Luo Ji's childhood. Back then, she is happily talking to her father on the phone as he tells her he is coming home and will bring her the frog raincoat she has always wanted. Luo Ji is thrilled, thinking she is finally about to get her wish. But that happiness is suddenly cut short when she learns that her father has died in an accident. Luo Ji and her mother, Liu Lin, are devastated by the news. The loss hits Liu Lin especially hard. Not only has she lost her husband, but the insurance claim tied to his death still has not been paid out, leaving them trapped in grief and financial hardship. Because of that, Liu Lin takes Luo Ji to visit her father's manager, determined to fight for the compensation they deserve. While Liu Lin speaks with him inside, Luo Ji sits outside quietly, staring at her frog sticker. That is when a boy named Sheng Huainan, the manager's son, walks over to her, introduces himself, and invites her to play. For a brief moment, the two of them connect, but it does not last long. A few boys soon come over to bother them. Things turn chaotic, and Liu Lin quickly takes Luo Ji home, warning her not to play with Huainan again. 10 years later, Luo Ji is now in high school. One day, while checking the rankings on the school notice board, she is shocked to see that everything has changed. Huainan, now a transfer student at her school, has taken first place. Luo Ji, who used to be in the top 10, has been pushed down to 11th. Her mother is disappointed by the drop in her grades and scolds her for it. The next day at school, Huainan, now the #1 student, gives a motivational speech in front of everyone. Standing in the crowd, Luo Ji cannot stop looking at him. She cannot believe that the boy from her childhood has appeared in her life again. From that moment on, she quietly keeps her eyes on him, even though he does not recognize her as the little girl he once played with 10 years ago. Hoping to get closer to him, Luo Ji starts following his study methods, even the way he memorizes English vocabulary. One day, Luo Ji heads up to the rooftop of the school. Knowing that Huainan often spends time there, she secretly writes several anonymous messages on the wall, hoping that he might see them. Around the same time, during a physical education class, rumors start spreading around campus. People begin saying that a student named Ye Jianyan is getting close to Huainan, and many of Luo Ji's friends even think the two of them would make a perfect couple. Hearing those rumors stings, but Luo Ji tries to ignore them and focuses on running practice with her friends. During the practice, her friend Zheng Wenrui suddenly falls and starts panicking because she has lost her lucky charm. Luo Ji quickly comforts her and helps her walk off the field to calm down. Then, unexpectedly, Huainan approaches them and returns the charm, explaining that he found it on the field. A few days later, Luo Ji goes back to the rooftop and is shocked to see Huainan standing there, replying to the message she left on the wall. After he leaves, she quickly checks what he wrote and adds another reply. From that moment on, the two of them begin exchanging messages on the rooftop wall, day after day. Huainan never realizes that the mysterious person writing back to him is actually Luo Ji. Meanwhile, Luo Ji quietly learns everything she can about him. She even studies the way he holds his chopsticks while eating, and often walks a few steps behind him, just so she can stay close without being noticed. Not long after that, the school begins preparing for an upcoming stage performance. During the rehearsal, Luo Ji ends up wearing a costume that makes her look like a plant, while Jianyan is chosen as the main singer in the choir. When they step onto the stage, Jianyan asks Huainan to play the piano to accompany her singing. Watching them together fills Luoji with jealousy. She suggests to her teacher that the role of the main singer should be reconsidered. The teacher agrees and gives Luoji a chance to perform the song instead. Unfortunately, things do not go as planned. Luoji's singing turns into an embarrassing moment when her voice fails to impress anyone, and the audience ends up laughing. In the end, she loses the chance and returns to her original role as a background plant, while Jianyan keeps the lead position. On the day of the performance, Luoji and the others finally put on the show. After everything is over, Wenrui suddenly gathers the courage to shout out her feelings for Huainan in front of everyone. Huainan simply smiles, brushes it off, and walks away with Jianyan. Wenrui is left standing there as the crowd reacts loudly to the awkward moment. Later, Wenrui tells Luoji that she does not regret confessing her feelings at all, even if it embarrassed her in front of everyone. What surprises her more is how Luoji can keep her feelings for Huainan hidden for so long. Not long after that, Luoji sits quietly in class and pours all of her emotions into her diary. She begins to doubt whether she could ever truly be with Huainan. Soon after, rain begins to fall. Luoji suddenly rushes to the rooftop, worried about the messages she and Huainan wrote on the wall. When she arrives, her heart sinks. The rain has washed everything away. Just then, Huainan also runs up to the rooftop. Luoji quickly hides behind the wall so he will not see her. Just like her, Huainan looks devastated as he realizes that all the messages he exchanged with that mysterious person have disappeared in the rain. At another moment, Luoji watches quietly as Huainan plays the piano in the music room. But her mood quickly turns sour when Jianyan walks in and starts getting close to him. The situation becomes even harder for Luoji when she begins hearing rumors that Huainan and Jianyan are already dating. Feeling like she has no chance with him, Luoji finally makes a difficult decision. She tells herself to forget about Huainan and focus entirely on her studies. She pours all her energy into school, and eventually her hard work pays off when she rises to become the #1 student in the entire school. Meanwhile, Huainan's path goes in the opposite direction. After skipping the school exams and choosing to leave the country with Jianyan, his ranking drops all the way to last place. Now standing as the top student, Luoji is invited to give a motivational speech in front of the entire school, just like Huainan once did. In her speech, she encourages everyone to keep chasing their dreams and never give up, no matter how many obstacles or failures they face along the way. Sometime later, Luoji graduates from high school and continues her studies by enrolling in the law program at a prestigious university. One day, while riding her bicycle back to the dormitory, she accidentally rides into a street where Huainan and his friends are filming a short movie. In the middle of the scene, a tomato suddenly flies across the road and nearly hits her. She quickly slams the brakes. At that exact moment, Huainan, who had been facing away from her, turns around. Luoji freezes in shock when she realizes that he is standing right there on the same campus. Before she can fully process what is happening, one of Huainan's friends, Zhang Mingrui, approaches her. After seeing her genuine reaction, he excitedly says he wants to recruit her to act in his film. Luoji, still overwhelmed by the unexpected reunion, ignores the offer and quickly leaves the scene. Back in her dorm room, Luoji writes about the encounter in her diary. She admits that seeing Huainan again makes her feel both happy and embarrassed at the same time, especially since he is the person she has been trying so hard to forget. The next day, while having lunch in the cafeteria, Luoji runs into Mingrui again. He invites her to sit with him and Huainan. Sitting at the same table with Huainan makes Luoji extremely nervous. Huainan soon starts talking to her about their high school days. Luoji pretends that she does not really remember him. Huainan reminds her that they went to the same school, and she casually responds that she remembers him as Jianyan's boyfriend. Hearing that, Huainan reveals that he and Jianyan have already broken up. The news secretly makes Luoji happy. So when Mingrui once again invites her to participate in his short film, she accepts enthusiastically, especially after learning that she will be the main character, acting alongside Huainan. Not long after that, Luoji and Huainan attend the same class, where their professor assigns them to perform a mock courtroom trial. Luoji plays the role of the prosecutor while Huainan acts as the defense attorney. Luoji throws herself fully into the role. The case they are discussing reminds her of what happened to her father in the past, which makes her arguments sharp and powerful. One by one, her points leave Huainan speechless, unable to respond effectively. As the practice continues, Huainan cannot help but admire how intelligent and confident Luoji has become. That evening, Luoji is working her part-time job at a small restaurant. Unexpectedly, Huainan shows up and starts ordering a large amount of food. His reason is simple. He believes that selling more dishes might help Luoji earn extra bonuses. Seeing his playful attempt to help, Luoji cannot help but laugh at his behavior. After her shift ends, Huainan stays behind to help her close the shop so they can walk home together. Along the way, he suggests that she should quit the job because the pay does not seem worth the amount of work she has to do. Luoji gently refuses, explaining that she needs the income to support her daily expenses. Not long after that, Luoji suddenly receives a frantic call from her roommate, who has gotten into trouble at a bar. Without hesitation, Luoji and Huainan rush over to help. When they arrive, they try to sort out the situation. Huainan even steps forward to handle the misunderstanding. Unfortunately, the tension escalates and things quickly turn into a chaotic confrontation, forcing the two of them to run away from the bar. They eventually hide in a quiet place to catch their breath. Just when they think it is safe to leave, heavy rain suddenly starts pouring down, leaving them stuck there together. As they wait for the rain to calm down, Huainan apologizes to Luoji. He feels guilty for earlier suggesting that she quit her job. Luoji does not take it seriously and instead thanks him for bravely helping her roommate. During that moment, Huainan begins talking about his memories from high school. He recalls how he once communicated with someone through messages written on the rooftop wall. He admits that he had always been curious about the person behind those messages, and even suspected that they were written by Zhang Yan. Hearing this, Luoji stays quiet, knowing she can never reveal that she was actually the one writing those messages all along. The next morning, as Luoji prepares to leave for class, the campus suddenly announces that all lectures are canceled because of heavy rain and the possibility of a storm. Not long after the announcement, Huainan calls her and asks where she is. Wanting to see him, Luoji tells a small lie. She says that she is already waiting in front of the campus building. Huainan asks her to stay there until he arrives. As soon as the call ends, Luoji rushes out toward the campus entrance. On the way, she deliberately throws away the umbrella she brought with her, so Huainan will not realize that she just arrived. She then waits in the rain until he shows up. When Huainan finally arrives, he hands her a frog raincoat. The gift instantly reminds Luoji of the raincoat her father once promised to bring her long ago. Holding it in her hands fills her with quiet happiness. A few days later, Luoji and her friends travel to a small island to film Ming Rui's short movie. After the filming wraps up, the group returns by bus. During the ride home, Luoji and Huainan sit next to each other. At one point, Luoji casually asks him what kind of weather he likes the most: sunny days, cloudy skies, or rain. The question triggers a memory for Huainan. It reminds him of the message he once read on the rooftop wall years ago. Thinking about that moment, he says that he likes rainy days the most. The exact same answer he once wrote on that wall. Hearing that response fills Luoji with warmth. Gathering her courage, she gently takes Huainan's hand. In that moment, Huainan realizes something important. He feels that he has finally found the person he had been searching for all along. After that day, Luoji and Huainan finally decide to start dating. From that moment on, Huainan becomes a constant presence in Luoji's life. He spends time with her around campus and often visits the small restaurant where she works. At one point, when Luoji is heading home by train to visit her family, Huainan suddenly appears on the train and surprises her. He decides to join the trip simply because he cannot bear to be apart from her. When Luoji arrives home, she finds her mother, Liu Lin, in an unusually cheerful mood. Liu Lin reveals that she has finally gathered enough evidence to file a lawsuit against Huainan's parents. Luoji feels a complicated mix of emotions. Part of her is happy that her father might finally receive justice, but another part of her worries that this conflict could destroy her relationship with Huainan. The next day, Luoji and Huainan decide to visit their old high school together. To relive their memories, they even wear their old school uniforms. Later that afternoon, they go up to the rooftop and look at the fading messages they once wrote on the wall. Standing there together, they promise not to forget each other. Sometime later, when Luoji is preparing to return to campus, Huainan tells her that he cannot go back with her yet. He needs to deal with family matters first before returning to school. Days begin to pass without him. Luoji feels an emptiness in her routine as an entire week goes by with no news from Huainan. Then one day, rumors start spreading around campus. People are talking about Huainan allegedly abusing his authority at the university, and the story quickly becomes the center of attention among the students. On that same day, Luoji is shocked to see her mother waiting for her at the dormitory. Liu Lin shares the news that she has won the court case. Huainan's father has been sentenced to prison, and the verdict has left Huainan's mother in such severe shock that she had to be rushed to the hospital. Hearing this leaves Luoji heartbroken. She fears that this might mean losing Huainan forever. Without wasting any time, she rushes to the hospital where his mother has been admitted, hoping to see him. But when she arrives, she is stunned to see Zhan Yan already there, standing beside Huainan's mother. Noticing Luoji's presence, Zhan Yan reveals that she knows about Luoji's past after reading Luoji's diary, which she had taken earlier. She then suggests that Luoji should forget about Huainan, explaining that he plans to leave the country with her to finish their studies abroad. After hearing all of this, Luoji quietly changes her mind. Instead of meeting Huainan, she turns away and decides to move forward with her life on her own. Back in the present day, Luoji finally receives her diary at the art gallery. As she opens it, she is surprised to discover that Huainan has also written inside it, filling the pages with his own memories of the past. Through his writing, Luoji learns that Zhan Yan had once told Huainan about the diary and even gave it to him. After reading everything Luoji had written, Huainan finally understood how difficult her life had been and how deeply she had loved him all along. The diary reveals that after graduating from high school, Huainan searched for information about the university Luoji planned to attend so he could enroll there as well and get closer to her. But when he learned about the conflict between their families, he became unsure of how to approach her. All he could do was watch her from afar. Things became even harder when his family ran into serious trouble. Huainan had to stop attending college and take on odd jobs just to survive. Later, when Zhan Yan offered to take him abroad with her, he refused. The stories Luoji wrote in her diary had inspired him to become independent and face life on his own. Even now, every time it rains, Huainan finds himself thinking about Luoji, who has grown into a successful lawyer. He often feels that he is no longer worthy of approaching her, yet he still holds on to one hope. If life ever gives him another chance, he promises himself that he will not let her slip away again. After finishing his part of the story in Luoji's diary, Huainan leaves it behind at the gallery, hoping that one day she will read his words and understand everything. Sometime later, while packing up his belongings, Huainan discovers an old film tape from the short movie they once made together during college. As he watches it, memories flood back, and he cannot hold back his tears as he thinks about the girl he still loves. Then suddenly, he receives a call from the gallery. Someone has come to retrieve the diary he submitted for the exhibition. In the final moments, Huainan arrives at the gallery and finds Luoji waiting outside. The meeting is a little awkward at first. Luoji repeats the same question she once wrote on the rooftop wall years ago. This time, Huainan gives a different answer. Instead of choosing the rain, he admits that he likes Luoji more. Hearing that is enough to make Luoji smile. After everything they have been through, the two of them finally find their way back to each other. So the moral of the story is, if you like someone, just say it early. Or you might waste 10 years writing secret wall messages and chasing a diary around an art gallery.